How's it going, everybody? This is Alex with my Week 6 Gamer Fitness. Um, I think this is also technically the sixth episode that I've done, and I'm trying to do at least one episode a week, and I'm going to really try to start doing at least two episodes a week. One that's a little bit longer, like this one, that will do a recap of my entire week and my ups and downs, pros and cons, and then a shorter one that just kind of tells you how I'm going throughout the week as far as this workout was bad, that workout was bad, I'm really not feeling it today, kind of thing. And that'll just help me hopefully be a little bit more focused going through all of this. Like last week, there are not a lot of updates or progress going towards my weight loss goals. Um, it kind of sucks a little bit, but I'm still losing weight and I'm still losing body fat, which is good. So I'm not moving backwards by any means. As of now, my weight is 228.3. Again, I don't. That's not a lot from the last 2 weeks or so, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is a loss. I believe I weighed in around like uh, about 229 something, so I've lost about a poundish. It's not great, but it's good. So my body fat percentage went from 26% to 25. I have it written down somewhere. 25.7%. So 0.3% body fat. That's not bad. I don't have that body fat on me anymore, so it's definitely a plus. I'll put that in the win column. Um, and as far as the pull-ups goal, I'll get to that later, but that is actually a goal that I'm pretty excited about. And again, I'll show you a little bit later. Um, as far as the reason I've kind of felt a little bit negative about the setbacks with my weight, everyone always says when you're losing weight or trying to lose weight, you should not live by the scale, and I've definitely been trying not to do that. I used to weigh myself over the first month, I weighed myself every single day. It fluctuated every now and then, but overall it went down, and it made me feel pretty good. But now that I'm kind of starting to level off a little bit, when I've been weighing myself every day and not seeing any changes, it's really getting into my head, and I'm thinking, oh, this sucks. I'm not losing any weight. I should just quit. And obviously, I'm not going to do that, but I'm really trying to just weigh myself as far as writing it down. I'm only going to do it once a week. Even that has still been a little bit sucky because, again, I have not been losing nearly as much weight as I was in the first month. I was losing around 2.5 pounds a week in the first month, and I haven't lost that yet in 2 weeks. So again, it's a bummer, but I'm going to kind of. I think I've found the reasons that this is possibly happening, some of my leveling out in my weight loss goals, and I'll get to that right now. Basically, I use an app on my phone. It's called like Fat Loss Tracker or something like that, and it basically keeps track of all your calories and keeps track of all your macronutrients for you. So those are your proteins, your carbohydrates, your fats. Um, and it'll show you those on a daily basis. You can plug in the food that you've eaten, whether it be steak, chicken, vegetables, simple sugars. You can look in there and find restaurants that you've gone to and find dishes that you've eaten in that restaurant. Plug it in, and it'll show you how much fat is in it, how much protein's in it, how much carbs is in it, and your overall calories. So that has been vital to me because a big part of my weight loss plan is to keep track of all my calories and make sure I'm in a caloric deficit. So I can look, okay, it's 9 o'clock at night. Where am I at with my calories for the day? I've out of my 2,000 calories that I plan to give myself, I've only had about 1,700. So I can have a cup of yogurt and that's probably all I need. About a cup of yogurt, maybe a half glass of milk or something like that. Or if I know that I'm over, I'm like, okay, definitely need to stop right now. I'm at my caloric limit, or I need to scale it back for tomorrow. So it really it makes me feel accountable for everything I eat because I can look back at the week that if I measure myself, do all my measurements after a week, and I find that I haven't lost as much, I can look back and say, okay, well, I did kind of cheat a little bit this day. I ate this much fat on this day, and it really, really does help. So if anyone's trying to lose weight calorically, I really recommend this app. And even if you're looking to gain weight and gain muscle, the app will help because you can keep track of how much protein you've eaten, and you definitely want to have a lot of protein in your diet and a decent amount of carbs as well. So definitely recommend that Fat Tracker is what it is. But with the fat tracker and all my calories that I've been counting, there's been a couple things that I've been neglecting to count in as far as my daily intake of calories. Three of them actually. One of them is some of the things I drink. I usually keep track of all the milk I drink, and that's pretty much it. Any kind of protein shake, I'll keep track of all that. But when I'm at work and I take a swig of, Mountain Dew or something like that, I don't put that into my weight loss journal or my food journal because I just don't even think to do it. It's not part of any meal that I've eaten. I'm just taking a quick drink or any kind of lemonades or juices. I just don't even think about it, and those can account for a lot of calories, even just a drink full, because that can be a fourth of a cup. And if I do that 4 times a day, that's a whole cup of Mountain Dew, and that could be around 120 calories, and plus all the juices I might drink. So I'm really going to try and cut down on. I've cut down significantly already on all the juices I drink. I used to drink a ton of juice. I love it. Orange juice, apple juice, cranberry juice, always in my fridge, always ready to drink it. And through some of the research I've found, I mean, theoretically speaking, if you needed to be below 2,000 calories to stay at your maintenance weight, and you drank over 2,000 calories worth of juice, you would still get fat. Like, it's crazy how much no one ever thinks about how much they drink. But same goes with beer. Cut back on beer. That's a lot of just empty calories. The second thing, well, I guess I'll kind of group these together. The second and third thing that I never really keep track of are my extra virgin olive oil and butter that I use when I'm cooking. And I cook all my, 90% of my meals now, and 90% of the time I'm using some sort of olive oil or butter just to kind of grease the pan and make sure it's non-stick. You wouldn't believe how many calories are in olive oil. I think 1 tablespoon of olive oil is around 120 calories. So if I, use at least 2 tablespoons, which I would definitely use when I'm cooking my fish or my chicken, definitely my steak as well, it's probably over 250 calories, and that's just in one meal. Sure, some of it's going to be residue that's sitting in the pan, but I don't even want to think about that because I know it's definitely being put into my system. And again, with the butter, I use that a lot when I'm cooking steak. Grease the pan, gives it a nice, rich, velvety flavor when I'm cooking. But it's fat. It's straight fat that you're putting into. Same with olive oil. All that is fat. It's not carbs. It's not protein. So when I'm keeping track of my calories now in my fat column, I've been plugging in these past couple days how much olive oil and butter I've been using, and my fat has skyrocketed from around 50 grams to about 70 to 80 grams just because of all the fat that I've been putting into myself. So really going to cut back on those 3 things. Some guys playing music outside. Sorry, it's distracting me. And I think those, going back to what I was talking about with some of my weight loss goals and how I haven't been hitting them like I was in month 1, I think that definitely has something to do with it. I haven't been keeping track of those things, and I think if I start keeping track of them now, I'll start losing the weight like I was before. Maybe not as much as I was before, because maybe that was like a, since I just started my weight loss, everything just fell right off me, and now I have to work a little bit harder. But I think it's definitely going to help. Besides that, I want to get to my third goal, which besides the weight loss and besides the body fat percentage, was to do some pull-ups. And as of right now, I can do about 2.5 pull-ups, close grip together, and that is awesome. Even though I haven't been losing weight and everything like that, I'm gaining a little bit of muscle. I'm starting to tone up a little bit more. And I guess I haven't done this before. I usually just talk and say see you later. So I guess I'll show now how I do my pull-ups here in my house. Got a little pull-up bar that I put in my doorway. Try and do about 2.5 of them for you. Let's see, does this look good? Yeah? That looks good, right? Alright, well, maybe a little bit further down. Let's do this section right here. Oh yeah, alright. So here we go. We're going to do 2.5 pull-ups. Here we go. I was on those 3 pull-ups. So, again, very, very happy with that. Could never do even a single one before. If I did, I really had to jerk to try and get myself up there. So, that's where I'm at with my goals so far. I'm about to go to the gym right now, starting a new week. One thing I haven't talked about yet, and I'll do it really quick, is a little bit winded, excuse me. Pros and cons of last week. Pros, I'm feeling great in the gym. I'm able to run a lot longer. I've been running on Mondays about 3 miles, which I started off running only a mile. So running is definitely getting a lot better. Shut up about my endurance. It is getting better. I'm just tired from doing that. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. And other than that, feeling good, getting stronger in the gym. Cons, not, making my goals like I'd like to, but hopefully next couple days I'll put another video up, be a little bit more positive. This one's not too negative, but again, I want to see some results. Probably take some pictures on Wednesday again. I don't think I posted pictures last week, so I'm going to post some pictures this week, kind of week-to-week basis like I've been doing, and we'll see where everything goes. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time.